2024 may very well go down as the most epic year for Hot Toys announcements. These are the days we live for. Let's take a look. Hi everyone, welcome to 16 Figure Focus, and in this video, he said he'd be back and he is back. We're going to take a look at the Hot Toys T-800 Battle Damage 2.0 Terminator from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, science fiction film ever made. One of the, it's a modern classic. It's a classic. I'm saying modern as in, the last 50 years, whatever. This is an older movie, but it still holds up. Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Aliens, it's up there in the top tier sci-fi. The Matrix, you know the ones I'm talking about. I gotta say, I didn't see this coming, and then I saw that showcase thing and I started to think, okay, maybe this is possible. I have the DX13. It's there. I have the DX13. It's epic. I worked backwards for it. I got one brand new, sealed in box. It was in great condition. The only issue I had was the deterioration on the pleather. I'd done my research and I'd already ordered a leather 1/6 scale custom belt. Now, I am still clearly excited about this, and even though I've got that figure behind me, and even though it is epic, especially when you get the fusion reactor light kit for that one eye, which even though it's one eye, it's the only light up part on it, and it absolutely makes a difference. It's totally worth it. So if you have a DX13, I strongly suggest getting that. Let's face it, no one's going to use those batteries. And if you get this one, unfortunately you're going to have to find some sort of whether you wire it yourself or you buy one of the fusion kits. Let's face it, fusion kits, only one eye, it's about $20 or something like that. Well worth it, or just do it yourself, whatever. But you're going to need one because this one actually isn't USB powered. Well, the eye isn't, I believe the base is. So let's just keep this simple. Okay, the DX13 is fantastic. Even looking behind it now, it is one of the best 1/6 scale figures Hot Toys has ever produced. And I mean that about like the sculpt, the paint applications, the likeness to Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's an older figure at this stage, but it still holds up. Do you absolutely need to upgrade to this one? Honestly, as an owner of the DX13, yeah, well, I'm so torn. I'm definitely going to do this because they don't make movies like this anymore. They simply don't make movies like this anymore. And that's like, obviously, I'm a massive Christopher Nolan fan. You can call it a fanboy or whatever. I don't really care, because what I like about his style is that practical effects he still uses, and if he can shoot it without CGI, he does, and then he uses CGI to supplement that, because let's face it, there's some things that practical effects can't do. But this movie as well, it's just kind of like groundbreaking in terms of CGI and special effects, but also had an epic story, a great cast, and serious, well thought out, well planned out action scenes, and a villain, a really formidable villain. I genuinely think you can't make a good science fiction film or action flick without a really good villain. I mean, that's why Thanos works so well, or Agent Smith, or whatever. Anyway, I've been rambling here. I'm clearly very excited about this. I'm totally getting this for reasons we'll get into. Right, let's just take a look at it. So we have, I might actually read the blog first. Okay, before we get into the photos, I want to read the little blog first. Right, so it says, Hot Toys Terminator 2 Judgment Day 1/6 scale T-800 Battle Damage version 2.0. Terminator 2 Judgment Day 1/6 scale T-800 Battle Damage version 2.0. Sorry, I read that twice. Collectible figures. As an all-time classic and cultural phenomenon, fair. Among movie fans, I think people are still going to be watching this in 10, 20, 30, 40 years. The Terminator franchise continues to offer fans insights on the perception of the future and AI through heart-pounding scenes, coining its enduring impact on the science fiction genre. Today, Hot Toys has decided to revisit the Terminator 2 Judgment Day and presents to fans. Okay, well, excuse that typo, because you know, we're not in this for the English. We're in this for the actual figure. Definitely, their English is a lot better than my Chinese. So the faithfully crafted battle damage version of the 1/6 scale T-800 figure features a newly developed head sculpt with separate rolling eyeball. And to be honest, I'm not just saying this because behind me, it's well documented that the DX13, even though it's an older figure, they really nailed the likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger. This one though seems a lot more detailed and a lot more realistic, even though that figure behind me is epic. So where was I? As well as an additional heavily damaged head sculpt. Yep, same as the DX13. It came with two, both with varying different degrees of battle damage. Revealing the endoskeleton with an LED light up right eye. A meticulously tailored costume featuring jackets made in genuine leather. Now it says jackets in genuine leather. A battle damaged version and an additional one that is tattered on the left sleeve. So again, the same thing behind me. You had two different coats. They weren't leather. I don't think they were even pleather. It was more like a plasticky kind of a texture. One was heavily battle damaged with the ripped off left arm, because obviously you have a swap out arm part. And it says a pair of pants also in genuine leather. Excellent stuff. And a grey printed tee. I wonder is the belt leather, because the most flaky part of this is the belt. The rest of it, mine anyway, is held up. It says a grey printed tee. Weapons including a machine gun, a rifle, a pistol, and a grenade launcher. So a machine gun, a rifle, a pistol, and a grenade launcher. A set of bullets. That's a bandolier, I presume. And a rod. Okay, so it has the kind of metal rod that T-1000 kind of tries to terminate him with. And lastly, a specially designed steel mill themed diorama figure base that comes with LED function to replicate the iconic scene of the battle between T-800 and T-1000. This is your opportunity to give your Terminator collection an upgrade with the all new T-800 battle damage version. One point of caution. I'm 100% going to pre-order this. I anticipate that it's going to be better than the DX13. Two leather coats, leather jackets, the leather pants, brilliant, super. That's probably enough to upgrade. The paint apps do look better, and the sculpt does look better. Marginally, but still better. I don't think it's like night and day, because that one behind is really, really strong. However, with the recent issue with the Keaton 2.0, with the overly textured suit, the mouth plates which seemed like a downgrade from the DX09, and still having the terrible cape. Even though I'm getting that figure in, I may end up getting the DX09. It wasn't like a clean cut 2.0. 2.0s, if you're going to do them, make them better. Like that should have never happened with that Keaton one. So I think I'm going to hold on to this one behind me until this one's actually released. If it's released and it does turn out better, which I'm confident it will, but you never know, I don't want it to get Keatoned, then I'll hang on to this and get rid of this, because I probably don't need to. Or you could display one with the heavily battle damaged and then one with the clean, although I don't think I'll do that, because I think I value my space a bit more. And also I like having a figure like this where you can pose it up. It can be posed there with the less battle damage sculpt and the complete arm with one gun, and then swap out the more battle damage sculpt with the torn off jacket and the kind of half arm and another gun. You know what I mean? Keeps the collection fresh. Right, anyway, let's look at this. First impressions. Yeah, definitely see Arnie there. It's a fantastic sculpt. It's easily a 9 out of 10. The sculpted hair is even better than the one behind me, because like it's a good few years old now, and HotToys, from what I've observed over the last few years, they got better and better and better at sculpted hair. Unfortunately, the light up eye is not USB powered. It's just batteries, which is just ridiculous. Get on with it. Just put the bloody USB power in it, run a wire down the back, and just have it done, okay? Get it done, HotToys. But like, that's disappointing. Now, the upgrades though, I haven't even mentioned the base. I love that base. I think it's epic. The one behind me it's just a simple square. I think it lights up or something like that, and it has like kind of that kind of metal grate thing that you stand on, similar to what he's standing on here. But this is far better with the chains, and it's kind of like this. There's a railing there, and it's basically the interior section of the interior of the steel mill from the end of that particular movie. Yeah, I mean, this is where it shines now as well. As much as the base is phenomenal, as much as the inclusion of the full leather and two different leather coats is enough to upgrade. Now you've got a better sculpt, increased paint application, and you get that grenade launcher as well, which didn't come with this one. In fact, the only thing that this really comes with, that this doesn't come with, the new one, basically the only thing the DX13 behind me comes with that the one on the screen doesn't come with, is that stupid T-1000 silver thing. It's supposed to mimic the T-1000 when he's not, they're fighting, and I think Arnie swings at him and he kind of punches through him, and he hasn't quite formed into a particular person or anything. It's just a blob. Honestly, it looks like a silver melted Oscar. It doesn't display well, and even like I've noticed the texture of mine over time, it doesn't even look as shiny as it was. But even if it was brand new, I would have never used it. I equate that to the same as like magic effects. If you really want to get this one and then pick up the melted T-100 Oscar looking thing on eBay, but to be honest, just skip it. It's just a stupid looking hunk of plastic, to be honest. However, with this, I wonder are they going to go back and do a T-1000? Because I don't think the T-1000 that they released is good. I've had opportunities to buy it at actually really good price as well. I've looked at loads of different videos on it. I just never seen one where I'm like, okay, that's epic, you know, and that character is so good, it deserves better. Same as the Sarah Connor. I think they all need to be upgraded. And if they give us like an endoskeleton, that'd be worth getting. Hopefully they delve deeper into the Terminator. It's 40th anniversary Terminator, which is pretty epic because the local cinema here showed the first Terminator movie like about a weekend, or not last weekend, the weekend before. I'd never seen Terminator 1 in the cinema until then. It was just really, really cool. So yeah, the paint applications are fantastic here. The head sculpt's fantastic. I love that they've included the gun, the base, the two leather jackets and the leather pants. Come on, this is a no-brainer. It's $350, I believe, in Sideshow, and it was $315, the one behind me, when it was first released. In fairness, come on, what's not to like here? Yeah, there's no question. You can see Arnie there. Fantastic. That looks epic. What I like about this as well, okay, we could be here for a while. The base lights up, it's USB powered. Fine. I can forgive the eye thing. I have the kit for the eye anyway, so I can just pop that in there, assuming it's the same type of batteries. And the chain and the mesh, I can actually feed the wire out the back of the head. I could probably feed it down underneath the t-shirt and feed it out through one of the gaps in this mesh here, and you would never see it. That's pretty epic. You mean, that's pretty cool. So, like, if you look at this, there's a few. I'm wondering. Yeah, what I like about this here, right? You can have him posed. This is the complete version with, I think, the less battle damaged head, and then you could have him posed on this, holding the machine gun. Or is it an M16? And then the kind of is it a rifle on his shoulder there? I thought that was a grenade launcher. Just two different versions. I think the grenade launcher is the one on his left shoulder, and then I think the round one is actually the smoke bomb one, if memory serves me correct. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's an M16 machine gun in his right hand. Then he has on his shoulder, I believe that's the grenade launcher, and then the bandolier. I think the things on the bandolier are the grenades that he puts into them, possibly. That's from what I remember. And then I think the round one is actually, let's see if we can get it. That's cool there. You see you have the heavily battle damaged head and the ripped off arm with the blood and all the bits and pieces coming over it. Yeah, I think this here, it says machine gun, pistol, rifle. I think there might be a bit of a mistake there. I think that there is the gun that he uses to fire the big kind of canisters, or I think they're the grenades on his on the bandolier. I think that's it. So I think that's the grenade launcher. That would make sense. And the round gun is, I think that's actually like a tear gas gun. I think that's what he's using in the Skynet building. Skynet building? Cyberdyne building. Cyberdyne building. Yeah, so the pistol in the right hand looks a bit awkward there, to be honest. Yeah, because this is the one where, isn't this the gun where they drop it or something like that, and he comes up at the very end on the wheel, and he's just like, he's absolutely heavily battle damaged to that stage, and he fires the last grenade, it goes into the T-1000 and explodes. And this one here in his right hand, I think I've heard people on streams saying that this is the grenade launcher, but I don't think this is the grenade launcher. I think the thing in the right hand there is actually yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the gun that he was using in Cyberdyne Industries to shoot the tear gas at people. Remember, he was shooting at the cops and hitting them, and it was still injuring them, but it was then the tear gas was coming out. I think that's what that is. I don't think that's a grenade launcher at all. Yeah, that looks epic. The sculpt, the paint application, the likeness, the light up eye. You need a fusion kit for this, or hack it yourself or whatever like that. Well, hack it, wire it, come on, that's what it really is. Yeah, all this looks great. What's not to like? Yeah, look, that's, I mean, come on. I mean, it's just an exciting release this year. I mean, look at what this is, the year where they've actually given us things that we've wanted to get for the longest time. People were speculating that this year, because there was only one Marvel movie, MCU, Deadpool and Wolverine, that we're going to get a lot of Deadpool and Wolverine stuff. Well, we've got some, maybe not a lot, but that they'd actually go back and give us some of these things. So if you look at the announcements for this year, you've got the yellow and blue Wolverine. They've given us that. They've given us a Han Solo. They've given us a Chewie. They've given us, like, you know, a T2. Like, they have given us some pretty epic stuff. And there's loads more I could go into, but yeah, and all that artisan stuff that drops over the summer. But yeah, this is as good as done. I want that base. I want that extra gun that didn't come with this. I want the genuine leather parts. Plus, it's Terminator 2. And it's a chance to upgrade my DX13, even though I'm looking around and the DX13 is fantastic. If you have a DX13 and you're comfortable with it, there's no need to run out and get this. But if you were a die-hard Terminator fan and you want the best version, I think this one it is. I might just hold off because I don't like the idea of selling this and then it's not in my collection for the next 18 months. I think I'm just going to wait, make sure this comes out and they deliver on what they promised, and then get it. Anyway, folks, that's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know if you're getting this. Do you have the DX13? Are you going to try and just pick up a DX13 in the aftermarket because they're going to be cheaper now? Are you going to keep the DX13 and get this? Are you going to sell the DX13 and pick this up, or what is the plan? You can also follow me on X and on Instagram, and yeah, consider becoming a channel member because we're giving away a lot of prizes. Channel member giveaway on the Monday, the 21st of October on the Hope Show. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.